Good evening. Hey there. I am excited about our new catalog. Are you? Hey there. Let me share myself to a couple of places here. So hold on just a second. Let me get this going. Let me share it to my group so I can see what I'm looking at. Here we go. Hey there. Excuse me. My name is Patience, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Arkansas. And I am in Central Arkansas. Hey Dina, thanks for joining me. I have a lot of cards to show, and I'm excited. I'm going to be going through this catalog. I wanted to show a lot of products that I have, but I've just decided to show the cards. And then toward the end of the show, I am going to show you my new class to go. And the ordering period is from today to January the 14th. And you get the card kits for free when you place an order of $35 or more. If you place an qualifying order of $50, you will get the iridescent pastel gems also. And since it's Sale-A-Bration, which is Stampin' Up's favorite time of the year, my favorite time of the year too, for every $50 you spend, you get free products. And I'll be showing you that catalog as well. So like I said, my name is Patience. Thanks for joining me. Today is Thursday, January the 5th. And today is the first day of this catalog. Now this catalog is for 4 months. It's from January the 5th, today, until the end of April. So it's the January to April mini catalog. The end of April, the 28th, I believe. Let me see. Ooh, all the way until the 30th of the month. And then we'll have a new annual catalog May the 1st. So I am ready to get started. So let's go down to my desktop and I'll show you what I have. Yay! Okay, let's get started. If I can move you down there right quick. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here is my catalog. Hold on, let me grab me a sip of water right quick. Okay. This is the wonderful mini catalog. And it is a beautiful color of purple. Gorgeous grape. Highland Heather. Hey, Karen Robinson, where are you tonight? I saw a picture of you on Facebook Land. Okay, let's just get started. I don't know how many pages there are, but I'm going to go ahead and get started because I have lots of cards that correspond with these pages, and y'all are going to love these cards, and I know you're just going to have some of this stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get started. Okay, one thing I did want to tell you, on certain pages in this catalog, you're at home. Well, I saw a picture of you with some young man. Maybe your son. Anyway, okay. In this catalog, you will notice a couple of stamp sets also come in the cling mount or photopolymer. So if you prefer photopolymer, which is the clear mount, or if you prefer red rubber, there are a couple of stamp sets, I think there's 4, that you get a choice. So I'm going to try to remember that when I get there. Okay, so our first stamp set that we're going to look at is the Country Bouquet. Now this is a stamp set that my upline Kay, from the Eagles concert, of course, Kay demonstrated this at our onstage event. And this is a card that she made that resembles the catalog. And here's another card that she made. And another. She really knocked it out of the park. She really enjoyed it. She was very secretive about it. We all, were like, hey, show us what you got. Show us what you got. We saw some of the paper, but we didn't get to see all her little stuff. But we enjoyed it. We were very excited for her. So I love these colors. They're bright. Every year we want to see something new. And you never know what it's going to look like, but this looks really good. I'm not into Valentine's. I don't have a Valentine. But that doesn't mean I can't give these to friends. Just wanted to say I love you. I have a lot of friends that I love. Girlfriends that I love and who help take care of me. And we take care of each other. So, of course, I would send this to my friends. Okay. I'm going to just make a big old pile in the floor. Okay. So I'm going to go, I've got this stamp set too. Of course, this comes in a big suite. And here's some colors, coordinating colors. You can get everything listed on this page for $78. And of course, if you buy that, you'll get something free out of this catalog, the Sale-A-Bration catalog. Okay, we'll go over that in just a minute. All right, we're going to go fast. Okay, do I have anything? I don't. But I did make one of these cards at the Christmas party. Somebody made a shoebox swap with this. I stamped it, but I still have not put that card together. But I will. Okay. Now, I do have this paper. And my framed Florets class to go is utilizing this paper. Because it is cool. It is so cool. It's got like a paint palette. I love it. And I think you'll like it too. I'll show you those cards. Let me see. I think I have this card. I do. I believe Judy Chapman made this card as a catalog case swap. Judy always makes beautiful cards. Yes, I know Judy made it. She didn't put her name on it, but I know she made it because she apologized later and said she didn't put her name on it. But this is Judy's card. Always makes beautiful cards. Okay. Next. All right. Oh, wait. Here is an extra card that I made that utilizes this paper. This paper is called Fancy Flora and is 48 sheets of 6x6. And this ribbon comes in a duo of this real red with burlap that comes with that Valentine's set. So here are the pastel gems right here. Love those. Anyway, this is just, it's a different card, but this is extra that I made that also goes with my to-go class. Now, I just advertised this. This won't actually go with my to-go class, but I advertised this during the week during my to-go classes because it's utilizing the same stamp set. So, during my to-go class, by the way, you'll get a full PDF. What is the type? It is a pocket card because this is just one layer, but I have this pocket that is attached with tear and tape on 3 sides. And then I've got my DSP on top. And then, of course, I've got die cut layer here. And then I've got my ribbon all the way around. It just kind of makes it fancy. Not fancy fold. But this is a die cut. I folded in half. And that's an oops on the back. You weren't supposed to see that. But anyway, I wouldn't actually send that to somebody. I would redo this. Or I could just put another piece of white on the back of that and cover it up. Okay, that is the other card. Okay, so the next stamp set is Something Fancy bundle. Now, I got this for the die cuts and for the different fonts on this. I did not get the two-tone. I like this, but I already have quite a few flowers. And since this catalog only lasts for 4 months, I'm really wanting to utilize a lot of things out of the annual catalog. So, but I made this card, which is simple. It utilizes the honeycomb die cut. Well, no. The embossing folder. And I don't know if it's honeycomb or it's the beehive, but you get the idea. And then this has Regency Park paper and balmy blue two-tone variegated ribbon, and then our just regular gems. So there's the thank you, and it's popped up with dimensionals. Easy, simple card. Okay, so let's keep going. I don't have anything there. I do have this set, but we'll get to it. Okay, by the way, I like the sea, so I got this, and it's probably something I will not get rid of, but I do have a swap here, and this is a card that is a case swap right here, and this is a looks like a 4x4 card that Elizabeth made into a 4 1/4 by 5.5 regular size card. So Elizabeth made this. Now this is that blue and white variegated ribbon that she colored with a blend right there. And it's just, I love it. She just stamped tone on tone. Looks like crumb cake. And I love it. It looks great. Okay. Yes, that's Elizabeth's. Okay. Keep on going. Okay, now this is a stamp set that is a background stamp set. And I got it at Backstage. And I came home and I made this card. Now this stamp set is in the annual catalog. And I had used different rhinestones, but I switched those out today with the pastel gems. So, got a hair on there. Okay. Anyway, I love the way this turned out. This is Coastal Cabana. No. Calypso Coral and Calypso Coral ink. And I used this on my Stamparatus. All right, now the next card. Let me see. Oh, this right here. On the farm. On the farm, I've got that stamp set. And I just received an invitation from my niece for my nephew's first birthday party. Noah Price is going to be 1. Can't believe it. In a couple of weeks. And his birthday is animals, farm animals. So wouldn't this be just a cute card? Or what about this one? Or what about this one with the barn? And I have another one to show you, but it's in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. Because this paper actually comes from the Sale-A-Bration catalog. But aren't those cute? Love that. Love that. Okay. Lots of stuff. And I ordered this ribbon. This ribbon is just to die for. I think it's Night of Navy. Is really pretty and ties very well. Okay. And we have another gnome set. And if you got the gnome set in the Christmas or holiday catalog, keep the dies because the dies fit this gnome set. Okay. Okay. And we got this paper at on stage. I haven't done anything with this yet. Okay. Someone did this card, and I don't know who did it at for the swap. Now look what they did. They put the sequins. They strung them up on the twine, on the linen thread. I thought that was so cool. I had never noticed that until I got this swap. So I just thought it was cool. Hey, Jackie, thanks for joining. I'm just going through the catalog and going through some catalog swaps. And then I'll show you my class to go. So anyway, this is a cute card. I do not have this set, but I really like this card. Okay, so next, okay, Cindy made this card. She won this paper, which is this animal print paper, at Onstage. Of course, Cindy got the button at Onstage that she got all the prizes, all the prize patrol. So, of course, we were just a little bit jealous, but we were so excited because every time they said prize patrol, of course, she jumped up. She got to stand up every time. And, we were so excited for her. So, not only did she get this stamp set, which was Prize Patrol, this paper, which was Prize Patrol, and this background stamp, which was Prize Patrol. She was a lucky girl. Yes. Okay, next. Okay, here is that stamp set. She got that. Okay, I made this card from this stamp set, and let me back up. I got every set of paper in the catalog this time. So from this Regency Park paper, I made this card. And so I've got my blends out and colored this to match this. Just a simple card. Now, I did stamp that and I fussy cut it. Because this was just an easy card to show off the paper. And that's why I did it, was to show off the paper. And this was a swap, I believe. I believe it was a swap. It may have been a, I don't know. I don't know what this was. I made it, though. Yay! Now, the next card I'm very, very excited about because I will never give this card away. Erica Serwin is a demonstrator that I've been following for a long time, and I've been able to meet her. And I left my swaps at home for Onstage. No fussy cutting for you, Dina. Well, I have a Brother Scan and Cut, which does a lot of fussy cutting for me. But I do find fussy cutting very therapeutic. Okay, this stamp set is $1 million stamp set. Erica got to design it, and she made a card. She stamped it with her $1 million stamp, which Stampin' Up! Gave it to her, and she signed it for me. So I will never give this card away. Cheater. I'm not a cheater. I just was able to buy myself that perk, and I love it. Okay, here is her card. Isn't that just so cool? She used all kinds of stuff. I love it. She is so talented. But she designed a stamp set, of course, with tacos. She's got her cactus. She's got her piñata. She's got the smiley faces for all the things. Now, she is a crunchy taco person. She says soft tacos are just weird. She is not a soft taco person. You're weird if you eat soft tacos. But this is Long Time No Taco. And if you look on her blog, she has all kinds of tacos. And she also has for sale, which I just bought, a PDF of her taco creations. So I want it simply because I'm keeping this stamp set and because I love it. I think it's great. There are no dies for this, so you have to fussy cut. So I love soft tacos. Of course, I love all this stuff. I eat it all. Not lately, though. I am really craving some Mexican food, but I am staying away from it for a while. Anyway, I love this stamp set. I think it's just to die for. She just knocked it out of the park with this. So, very proud of her for that. Okay, the next stamp set was the stamp set that I chose to do my catalog case swap. So, it's the citrus. And I love it. I think I knocked this out of the park. But I had to do this with the Stamparatus because when I picked this stamp set, I did not have it yet. I knew I had ordered it, but I don't know if y'all remember when we got to order these, shipping got really slow. I ordered it December 4th, and I did not get it for a while. And this is all one stamp. So it was hard. But I did it, and I made several. So I love this card. It's really pretty. And I would probably do this in a class and make y'all learn how to do it. Stamparatus. So, okay. The next, I have this paper, but I do not have this stamp set, but it is really cute. Okay, the next stamp set is so cute. I can't show you everything I've made because me and Kay and Cindy and Elizabeth have made PDFs. And I just can't show you all of it. But I am going to show you one card that I made extra that's not in the PDF that I've made with the bunny. If you've seen the cards, just keep quiet. Here are my chocolate bunnies. So, aren't they cute? I used this with the bunny punch and the paper with the stamp set that was over on the other page. Just different. I have a dark chocolate. You know, I could have done like a raspberry chocolate with the raspberry, but I didn't. So, but isn't it cute? I've got a chocolate bunny card. I love the bunnies. Okay, so that's all I have in this catalog. Let me go back to page 18 right quick. I think that's a page that has either or. Let's see, page 18. La 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 la. Yes. You can get this stamp set, Lighting the Way, in a cling mount or a photopolymer. And on page 21, Fragrant Flowers, cling mount or photopolymer. So there's four stamp sets. Those are two. There's two more. So be looking at that and be mindful, because if you have a preference, be careful. I think the price is the same, but be careful. You may prefer the photopolymer. I know I do, because the cling, becomes not clingy. All right, let's go to our celebration, and then I'll get to my class. All right, when you know about Sale-A-Bration, and you could tell your friends for every $50 they spend, so like if they want something and they're at $45, go ahead and forego that Starbucks cup of coffee, spend the $5 here, and go to $50 and get a free gift. Okay? So, Cindy made this card using the dainty paper. And I don't know what all is on here, but I really like this card. I got this paper, but I have not made anything with it yet. So, this is really pretty. And I believe you get this paper. Yes, you get this paper with the $50 purchase. Okay, so next we have these cute owls, and this is the cutest card, and I have been wanting to play with this, and I just haven't done it. But this card is one that Jackie made. Hoot, hoot, you're so cute, and I think this is the best card. Look at this. It is so cute. Now, I don't know where the hearts come from. Are the hearts in here? Where did you get the hearts, Jackie? I guess the hearts came from a different stamp set. I love it. I love it. The hearts must have come from a different die cut set. But I love it. It is so cute. He's got a little bow tie. There's a whole lot you could do with this. A whole lot. And then on this page, thanks a bunch. I made this that's on that PDF. with the bunny. Thanks a bunch. It kind of looks like this, but it's different. So, I got to put that back over here. All right. Now, let's see. There's the dainty again. Too dainty for me right now. And then we have the farm paper. Now, I did get this stamp set, and I did 20 swaps with the alphabet a la mode, but I have not gotten those swaps back yet. And I'm sick about it because I'm ready to get those back. Anyway, here is another card. Now, we did this at Kay's technique class. No, I don't know. Was it Kay's technique class, Jackie? Yes. I don't know. Anyway, here is what we did. We have a technique class again this weekend. Oh, we did it at Kay's Bingo. Kay's Bingo, where I won the first 2 games of Bingo. Yay! Okay. I love this. There's one page that's geared toward, it was the Whirly set. Girl, I don't even know what Whirly set is. Okay. There's one page in this set of paper right here that's geared toward scrapbooking. So, you can make this card scene whatever you want. So, I love this. I love the windmill. Okay, next is, yeah, I've not made anything with this because I do not have this. I have the paper, but I don't have the stamp set. I'm not quite sure about the paper. I like the back side. Don't know about the flowers. Okay, I have this, and I have this. And here is the stamps I made, or the card that I made with this. I don't know. I like it. I've got splatters on it because there's a little stamp in there with splatters. And I just used my blends. No, I didn't. This is a stamp set. This is, oh, that's right. Stamps. It's all stamps. Guys, I made this card so long ago. I made it back in December. So, okay. 2 more cards. Now, I had fun making these because I really didn't know what I was doing. I want you to look at this stamp set. This is a scene, and it's, you know, kind of not me. So I got out my blender pen, and I stuck it in the ink, and I just sort of started coloring. And I really think it turned out okay. Here for You Always. Let me see where that came from. In the Country. Sending Support on page 9. Let's see. Okay. Here for You Always. That's where that came from. So I just put Very Vanilla, layered it on Very Vanilla, and popped up a deckled rectangle, and just colored with a blender pen and ink, and that is it. And it made me feel like an artist. Thank you, Karen. Now this one kind of turned out a little bleh. I kind of washed the colors together. But I was trying to go for a sunset, so it is not as vibrant as this one, but I still like it. So anyway, that was my 2 attempts with that stamp set. Okay, so let me get to the details. Up in the, I think, maybe, I don't know if I have this up in the details of my live or not. Here are the cards for my next card class to go. This is the Fitting Florets card class. Now, we got this stamp set back. We were able to get this in November for December, and there was a coordinating Christmas stamp set that went with it that was short-lived. And I really like the Christmas And I made a lot of Christmas stamp sets with it. But I wanted to go ahead and get going with a class to go. Like I said, the ordering for this is today to January 14th. And when you place an order online with me for $35, you get 6 kits, 2 each of each one. Now, I do not send the stamped image, so you've got to have the stamp set and the die set to do the die cutting. You will get everything that you see here except for the stamped image and the die cuts. So, I will show you what we're going to do. I'll show you what a kit looks like, and then I will go through what you get in the kit. One more thing right quick. I totally missed this. At the end of the catalog. At the end of the catalog is a joining special. I do have the details on the live. Thank you, Dina. Okay, there are 3 options. Now, if you join my team, I would love to have you in January or in February. And if you join in January or February, there's 3 options to join. You could get the Boho Blue Mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It's worth $63. That's what it costs. You can get that plus $175 worth of product for $129. And with that, it's free shipping. You get a past paper pumpkin. You get business supplies, which includes usually 8 catalogs. So in this case, you may get an annual catalog plus the 8 of the mini catalog plus the Sale-A-Bration catalog. You'll get order forms, and you'll just get some information on hosting parties and that kind of thing. However, go to my website at notesfrompatience.com and look at the post that says 10 reasons why you should get a starter kit. Because it'll explain in there that you do not have any further obligation. You do not have to do what I'm doing. You do not have to host parties. You can enjoy 20% discount from now until the end of June. So that would be June 30th. So for $129, and that would be plus tax, no shipping, you can get $175 in product. And you can get this little jewel right here. Also, if you don't want this, you can get the white one, which I also personally have the white one. In fact, I have 2. I have one at my desk here, and I have one at my cutting station over by the window where I work during the day. I take one with me when I'm traveling. You know, if I'm camping, I take it with me there. It's just easy. I also have a big one, because there is a bigger boss. That's the mini boss. If you would rather not get that, you can get $175 of your choice of products for $99. So if you do that, you can, buy something later. You could buy it later. And if your purchases are, I believe the threshold is $4.50, you can get something half price. Anytime you reach $150, you get Stampin' Rewards. And of course, you're always 20% discount once you get a starter kit. And a starter kit, a happy shopper, and a demonstrator are all the same thing. I was a happy shopper because I was not going to do this for business. But then I found out that my friends liked it too, and I could sell products, and they were buying from me. And so my little hobby is paying for itself. So I really enjoy it. And this, I purchased this to give away at my March team meeting, because if anyone on my team signs someone up under them, they will get their name put in a pot for a drawing to earn this little baby. So who knows, if someone has someone to join under them in January or February and they're the only one, this little baby is theirs. So that could be you if you sign up, starter kit. So good luck. All right, so let's get started. Let me show you. This is card number 1, and I want to show you how we make this card. It's going to be fast, and all the dimensions and everything will be in the PDF if you order. So when you order this card kit, everything you see here will be in your card kit, and it will be for 2 cards. So it will be doubled. You'll get 2 envelopes, 2 card bases, and everything will be for 2 cards. So you will have the ink, the stamp set, and the dies. So let's just get started. This is your ribbon. This is your card base. And let me see where I am here. Okay. Let me get my ink. On my blog, tonight when I get done, this will be posted on exactly more details and more photos on what you will need. If there's any extra, like for this particular die cut, you're going to need Memento Black. And for this die cut, it's the center of another die cut. I provide the paper for you. See, I provide this paper, I provide that paper, and I realize that these 2 are not in there, but I have them cut. They're around here somewhere. I did this last week. So, let me grab that paper. Oh me, oh my. Okay, also one thing I was going to show y'all that I haven't showed you before is I found this reverse ruler on Amazon. And it's fabulous. Because when I put paper up here, it covers up my ruler. So right there, it doesn't. Okay, so I need 1 1/4 by 1. Here we go. All right. Sorry about this, guys. You need the link to that. I will try to remember. But it's called a reverse ruler. If you will type that in the comments, Jackie, the reverse ruler, I will go back and get that for you. I believe that's what it's called. Okay, here is the card base. You will get a card base. It is Highland Heather. Now, on a card class to go, I usually do it completely different than I do a card class at my house. This is the card class at my house also. On Sunday, if you have a seat at the table, and local, this card class is a different price. And that is to my team and to members that are local. That's just a perk of being here in town. So, yay! And I have gonna start making available the PDF during that class also. So what we're going to do is you're going to attach this paper just like this. Okay. And I'm doing it backwards. Usually we do all the stamping first, but we're not here. Okay. So on this little flap, and this will all be cut and scored for you. We're just going to put that down. All right. And I'll make sure that this is what we need here. Yes, okay. On this particular one, it's going to say Celebrate. Okay, this is for the inside. Okay, I think I had something on my disc, got something on there, but that's all right. I can write over it. Okay, so now, whoops, maybe I just didn't score that right. Didn't put it in there right, but you get the point. All right, I'm going to bring out my mini cut here. Okay. Now, every machine is different. Normally, it will tell you to use plate number 1, plate number 2, your paper, your die, which I have this handy dandy metal die holder. Let's see, I believe, is this one it? Let's see, I think this is it. Yes. And then plate number 2. However, when I first got this, plate number 1 would not go through. I don't know if it was me and Karen working on this or me and Dina working, but we just could not get plate number 1 to work. And so we started using plate number 2. Plate number 2 started working. So it works just fine for me. Okay, now this is really pretty. And so you'll want to keep that for another card. But we're going to use this die cut. And then I don't use that. I'll put my die back right there. Put these back with my mini boss. Get my little ladybug cleaning this up. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp with the same color, Gorgeous Grape. Wishes for a beautiful birthday. Okay, now that's all the stamping. So next we're going to do blends. So you're going to get your Memento Black out. Your Memento. And I have given you another, I will give you a scrap sheet of paper. And since you'll be making 2 cards when you get this kit, go ahead and stamp 2 at the same time. And I do this when I do a live, just in case I mess up when I die cut. You know. There we go. You never know. Alright, so let's get this little beautiful machine over here again. Put your plate. Put your plate. Now, let me get my die. Now, I also use these little Post-its to hold this down until we get a magnetic plate, or I can find a mini magnetic. This Post-it works really good. La la la. Okay. You love these colors together. Thank you. It was hard for me to figure out the color because I made this card on my own. I didn't copy from anyone. Now I copied the actual fold of the card. Of course, I didn't fold it very good because the white was showing, but the colors, I actually tried a different color combination and it didn't turn out very well. But thank you. How am I doing on time? Okay, I got to get this finished in the next 10 minutes, girls. 10 minutes. Here we go. There we go. I got 2 cut out for the 2 cards that you'll get in your kit. Okay. And this little die holder is so handy. I'm telling you. Okay, so now use the blunt end and color your soft succulent blends. Now you're not pushing down because it goes to the paper really easy. I'm not using thick cardstock, so it is bleeding. Oh, I'm just going to color one right now. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to be the color or if it's a leaf. And so I just made it the leaf. So I did what I wanted. And I didn't have time to look because I made these cards today. I said I was going to make them earlier and I just never got to it. I ended up going over to Lonoke County yesterday morning and got stuck over there. My mom's home. Sprung a leak during the hard freeze and we had water damage, so had to get an estimate on that, and I spent some time over there before coming back. Got stuck over there for a while, but it's all good. I'll be looking to sell that home this year, so that's coming. Okay. So now I'm going to be using Highland Heather, and I'm going to be using the I'm going to be using the blunt end of the dark. Now, I know a lot of people color light first, but I do like to outline mine first. And the reason why is because I have found Highland Heather is the dark is just not that much darker. To me, it doesn't seem like it is. So, even though that's making the squeaky noise, you do not want to make that squeaky noise with the big fat end. If you do make that noise, you are damaging that end because that means you're putting pressure on that end and you don't want to do that. Okay. Okay. I know this is just my first card, but I'm going fast. Okay, now. Oh, please tell me this is the light. It is, okay. It doesn't look like it though, does it? See, it looks dark. Oh, well, we're gonna be taking the Wink of Stella, and that's gonna help. The Wink of Stella makes the ink darker. To me, it looks darker when you add Wink of Stella. You know what? This does look darker, doesn't it? What do y'all think? Does it look darker here? Okay, well, I'll be adding Wink of Stella to this for sure. Yes, I love this color. Matches that catalog. Okay, Wink of Stella. Okay. Ooh-wee. Let's see if this is... Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can see this. It's looking good, though. Yes. I just got some new Wink of Stella pens in, so They're full of ink. Okay. Got it. So now we need your dimensionals. And I'm looking for them. Dimensionals. You know, they disappear on your desktop. Ah, dimensionals. New dimensionals. Okay. All right. Now, let me show you a trick. I wanted a ribbon, but I didn't want a lot of ribbon. So I just took a little bit of, a little bit of this grosgrain ribbon and did that. And then did that. Now, we're going to put this down flat. Okay, hold on. Let me... There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's folded right. Okay. I'm going to put that right there. So, just remember when you're adhering this to your card, you don't want to put it all over the back or you adhere it closed completely. All right. Take your pick tool. And I'm going to use the blue. Put some of these blue rhinestones on there. Voila, first card. All right. So, first card, you'll get enough stuff to make both of them. And we're going fast on this next one. You'll get enough stuff for 2 cards. Okay, this one, we've got the same Celebrate. I love that stamp because it'll go for anything. So you could do birthday, graduation, anything. Now, what's unique about this card, it has soft succulent, mint macaron, and pool party. All 3 are different colors, but they coordinate so well. Now, this piece of paper in here is DSP that is from that fancy Flora, but this is DSP that is from another that's in the annual catalog. It's from the Tea Party or from the Tea Boutique, and I really like it. And it just, it gave a pop of pink in there. It's like petal pink, so I wanted something different because it started looking too grayish and brown. So I put pink in there. So let me get my bow tied here first. There's also some linen thread in this. Okay. Let me get this tied. Okay. So, do I have anything on the inside? Yes, for a special person on a special day. We go ahead and stamp that. We're using early espresso. Even though this is soft suede, it's just dark and it pops out. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start building our card. so it'll come together fast. Okay. Seems like it's got something on it, but it will disappear. See, it's the Tea Boutique. All right, so this piece and this piece will be used to cut out the fauna. And now this is the fancy fauna, and it comes in 6x6, and I cut it in 3x3 squares, so you get 4 on a sheet. So it will look different, but I will show you what we're going to do. Let me get this, and we will cut this through our die cut machine. This little baby's not going very far. See how easy it is just to have this on your desk? I really like it. I really like it. I don't think I need a little Post-it. Okay. So, wow. That was even. Keep that. And then you have this piece and this piece, so you can save this for card. You've got that. Oh, I need that back, because we're going to cut out, since you're going to be getting stuff for 2 cards. Each card will have 2 of these and 1 of these. But you will have enough, you know, for 4 of these and 2 of these. So, be expecting that if you want. If you buy a kit. Now, if you are coming to an in-person card class here in town, you get the best of both worlds. Most of the time, my die cuts are done. They may not be this weekend. It just depends on what I've got going. I do have some family things going on, so my die cuts may not be done. However, I have 2 of these Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines, so you may be sitting there at the table running your die cuts yourself. So I think y'all could handle that. It's very easy. You can see how fast I'm running through these. Of course, you'll have all the paper already there. And if the die cut comes off the paper, that's okay. You're not going to need that little stem anyway. And if you're coming and you happen to have this stamp set, go ahead and bring that stamp set if you're coming to class. That will help. Okay. All right, let's just build this. Okay, let me show you how I did this. Okay. Very primitive. I don't have my, oh, I forgot what the mat's called to keep anything from sticking. Anybody know what that mat's called? Oh, I forgot what it's called. But it is a great mat. Oh, Karen, I love Wink Stella too. Okay. Making sure nothing else is going to stick. Probably should have used all-purpose glue. Silicone mat. Oh, Karen, you're good. You're good. That's it. Silicone mat. I've got one over there. I have one. I used to have quite a few. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm just going to cut away the excess here so you don't see this from the front with my snips. Yep, my 10 minutes turned into 15. It's okay. I am reading a great book. It's called #ButGod. It is so good. Sad. It starts off sad. Well, yeah, it starts off pretty sad. But I know it's going to be good. And I can't tell you who the author is. I forgot. But if I think about it, I'll post it on there. Okay. I want plenty of dimensionals because I want this to pop up. Okay. And eyeball it. I don't know if I've even noticed this, but there is, I don't know if y'all can see this. There is like Orchid Oasis color in here. It looks pretty. Okay. So I completely built this with dots, mini glue dots. I'm sure you could do it with adhesive or the glue, but I did it with the dots. And I'm getting all the insides out of this. I have a question. When you see people that have displayed their cards and they have a die cut like this and you see the inside still in there, what do you think about that? Do you think they left it in there on purpose? Or do you think they forgot to punch it out? Where's that other one? Oh, here it is. Because I've seen where people have left them in there. And I'm like, oh, they forgot to punch all that out. But then I get to thinking maybe they left it in there on purpose. So, I don't know. And I am going to cut some of these ends off. I don't want them sticking out. Okay. We'll let the ladybug take care of that in a minute. You think it's a boo-boo? Well, I thought it was too, but I think some people leave them in there. Okay. Okay. Oops. All right. Oops. I didn't even put a dot on there. I think it's coming together really pretty. Oh, I did. I just peeled some of the paper off. Okay. All right. Now, twine, and then we'll stamp Celebrate. I'm putting a couple of dots on here for this twine. I don't know if you even noticed, but there's twine behind that bow, and I like it, but it's not big and loopy. So I'm doing this one pretty big and loopy because I want you to be able to see it behind the bow. Yeah, I think you're going to see this one. Now tomorrow, well, maybe tonight, this video will be posted on my blog. So, yes. Okay. Get all my trash out of the way. Okay. Bow. some of the legs off. Oops. I've got to get these things sharpened. Or I've got to get Kay's ribbon scissors. Okay. Now let's put this bow on there, and then there we go. See, it looks all messy. I like that. I mean, I like the look of the bow. All right. Okay. Where's my Celebrate? Here we go. Stampin' scrub and clean that off right quick. Celebrate. This is a small area, but it really looks cute. And I just put that on with a mini glue dot also, because it was just easy. It was here. And now I'm adding these, and I'm adding different colored gems also, because they're just so pretty. So how about that? I love this. Just like they have the twine in there and the bow. Okay, one more, and then we're done. Okay, now this one is really simple. It has one die cut in there. We had this die cut earlier, and we stamped directly onto the paper. I like the paper. It's marbled, and it has yellow. It has Daffodil Delight and So Saffron. And I did that on purpose because I wanted the Daffodil Delight to pop out. So, oops, let me get this wire out of the way. Ah! Okay. And I love this ribbon from the annual catalog. Okay, you wish they would sell what again, Jackie? The silicone mat? Or what? What do they not sell? Oh, I forgot what we were talking about. What do they not sell? Oops, okay. You like that card also? Thank you. Okay, oops. I can't get this bow to work. Help. Okay, good deal. Right here. Good deal, Lucille. Oh, those big scissors. I know it. I have looked for them. I have looked for them by serial number. There's a model number actually on the scissors. I cannot find them anywhere. Anywhere. And they're fabulous. It just makes me sick. When I started Stampin' Up, they sold them, but I didn't get them. Because I was dumb. I was a newbie and I was dumb. I was dumb. Okay, let's look inside. Have anything in there? Yes, I do. I love it. Okay, for this one, we have a basic gray base. And we used basic gray ink. And we have a leaf image. And I stamped that right in the corner. And I love this image. And I'm going to be honest with you, I did not stamp this image until I was had it put together, so we're going to do that too. Okay, we're eyeballing it. appreciate y'all hanging with me tonight. Usually I don't have this long of a live, but I wanted to show y'all those cute cards first. And when I upload my video, I of course am going to try to edit, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see, I'm going to do this. See if that's in the middle. Okay. So, let me go ahead and stamp this right here. And it is stamped like right here. Yes. Go ahead and cut this. Let me show you how I've been doing this lately. I've been turning it over and looking, and if it looks okay. Let's see. Get that a little deeper. A little deeper there. Okay. That is not working like I usually do it. There we go. Nope. You know what? That's going to work for me. Okay. So now this for this big die. And it's going to go through this mini machine. Hey Jackie, do you have a mini machine? I know me and Kay do. You like the grays and yellows together? You know, I don't know if I would have put that together had they not had the paper together. So, yep. All right. All right, hold on. Let me get this. I think my paper may be a tad big. You do. So do you use plate number 3 or do you use plate number 1? Because I know me and Karen use 3. I think it's me and Karen. Maybe me and Dana. Okay. So I'm going to put this away. I'll use it on a different card. All right, we are done with that. Oops. All right. Okay, yes. You use yours all the time. Okay. I usually poke this out with my take your pick tool. What time is it? Oh my goodness, I'm 15 minutes over, 18 minutes over. It's okay, guys. Normally this wouldn't take this long. But I do have a lot of die cuts. Usually I do not have this many. But I just love the frame florets. You use plate 1. See? It's the same machine, just different made. Made at a different time. Okay, now there's a lot of holes. And I am not going to use my glue because I am literally a second grader when it comes to it. So what I am going to use is my take your pick tool and my glue dots. And what I do is I get my take your pick tool, a hold of a glue dot, and roll it. Roll it up, set it down, and pull. And it works just fine for me. I haven't had any problems. Hadn't had any come apart on me. So, I know it's primitive, but I like it. I know I could probably need to, I know y'all are probably going to say this, probably need to practice with the glue and practice with, you know, with the amounts that I'm pushing out of there. So, yeah. But you know me, I like fast and easy cards, and I just don't have patience for that. You've never rolled a glue dot like that. Well, it's better than putting it on your finger and rolling it. Because by the end of the day, you've been in here messing around. Your fingers are dirty, and yeah, you just kind of rolling. Okay, I think I've got 8 on there. So, just gonna eyeball it here. It could be in the middle, it could be the top. I'm just gonna do that, okay? Okay, so just gonna look at this, look at this. This is the way I'm gonna do it, the way I want it to sit. But I'm gonna stamp these leaves right here. And I don't know if you notice on the original card, there's a lot of Wink of Stella on there. So, you got to have a lot of Wink of Stella. That way it'll show up and it'll get shimmery. Okay. So, let me close this. Let me shake my Wink of Stella. And some of this may be covered up. I don't know if did you see the Wink of Stella? I hope so. Another thing you could add to it is, you know, the clear rhinestones. But I really like these rhinestones, the pastel rhinestones. They're really looking good. My brother and his wife, Heather, their house is coming along so good. We went over there last night, and I'm just over the moon for them. Their house is looking fabulous. The tile work is done. The floor is in. The granite out on the patio outdoor kitchen is in. Woo! It's looking good. Okay. Now I like the brighter yellow. Let's put that right there. I've got a dot on my ribbon. Let's see, I've got that off the end. And then I want to put some pastel rhinestones on it. Okay. I'm going to put that right here. I'm going to put another one down here. And I think I just put one on the first one. Maybe I put a few more. Oops, there's hair. And there we go. And that is all. Whew, that's all 3 of the cards for my class to go. And that is it. So that is all my class to go. That is the overview of everything there. So, how is everybody? Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I enjoyed it very much. I know. There you go. There we go. Right there. I'm getting ready for card class. I've got chairs and stuff. Depends on who all's coming. Whether we'll have it in here or whether we'll have it at my kitchen table. So, anyway, thanks for coming. I'm Patience Holt, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'd love it if you'd sign up under me. If you make a purchase, go to my store. I have a host code this month. And if you have any questions, just pop them in on the message. And go to my YouTube channel. This video will be out there tonight, hopefully. And like my page and like this video. Thanks. Have a good evening. Thanks for commenting, guys. I appreciate it very much. Bye-bye.